majority of companies that have contact centers that have some pretty significant percentage of their customer interactions that are that's oversized, meaning 30% or 50% are this type of interaction, right? It's checking status on an order or updating, getting an update on something, right? There's these constant repeatable actions, and for many organizations, there's a lot of that. Some organizations don't have good data on it, so that's where you have to start. You have to have data to know, right? Like what are people reaching out about? If you don't have that, you don't know where do you automate? What can you automate? There are some companies that almost everything's very custom, and we work with customers that have this, right? It needs to be very human-centric, a high degree of empathy, and things like this. So there are some companies that this is maybe not a play for them right now, but it's usually the ones that have these repeated actions. These interactions are happening all the time. And sometimes companies have good data on it, sometimes they don't. If they've got good data, then we focus on one or two of those use cases of what's that taking for, what does that look like? What is the specific ask? Is it repeatable enough where we can build a framework to address that through technology? And if we do that, what's the impact to customers? Can they receive help faster for these types, right? Can they come in and self-serve, get this knowledge? And then what's the impact that's on the customer side? What's the impact on the business side, right? Does that mean we don't have to scale by adding 10 more agents before the end of this year? As agents drop off, we don't have to backfill those roles for a period of time. So we can now finally get some economies of scale when it comes to handling interactions. Those are kind of those things we look for. So it starts really with, I'd say that, where's those hot button, like people are always asking about these types of things. Let's find those, and then we can look for good ways to solve them.